you listening? Are you listening? He doesn't want your snap. You're nobody. You're nothing. You're a bum. You're a bum. He doesn't want you. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I would take your Insta, though. If you got Insta, I would take your Insta.
This is what's happening. All the women are wondering, why ain't these men talking to me no more? Because this is how y'all act when they try to talk to you. Let's take a look.
A lot of men are now leaving it up to women to ask for their phone number, pursue them, holler at them. And we talking about men over 40, right? And it's crazy to me because literally a generation before them, those men were the hunters and, you know what I'm saying, pursuing women. And I'm confused because I don't know what the hell happened. Is it the Me Too movement that fucked shit up? Or is it the feminist movement, which none I am a part of, okay? I didn't ask for this shit. I'm trying to figure out who dropped the fucking ball, because now we got a whole bunch of men walking around here like they want to be the fucking women and we the fucking men. And it's tiring as fuck, honestly. You meet somebody and they really expect you to like hit them up. They don't do shit.
You know what's wild? Look at your mouth. That's why they ain't walking up to you. And yes, the feminist movement had a lot to do with it. And look how you come on here talking to plead your case. Ma'am, your case sounds crazy right now that you even came on here. I mean, have you been drinking? I mean, of course they're not walking up to you. All that energy, all that aggressive energy you got. I mean, come on now. Who's walking up to that? Are y'all?
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now?
The point that you said he had to be rejected by all 19 is a problem. Who wants to do that?
Men aren't approaching women anymore. Not because they're mama's boys, not because they're man-child or scared or whatever it is you call them these days. You know why? Because one wrong word and they're labeled creeps. One compliment and it's harassment. One traditional gestures and they're called sexists. So they've learned to leave you alone. Then you wonder why chivalry is dead, why dating apps are the only option. Congratulations, women. We've played ourselves.
Just at the gas station, and this guy was like, oh, let me pump your gas for you. A pretty lady shouldn't be pumping her own gas. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. It's also $60 premium to fill up my BMW. And he's like, oh, no. I wasn't trying to pay for your gas. I just wanted to pump it for you. Like, go away. Ladies, if you want a man to leave you alone, bring up money. Bring up money. I swear to God, he was out of there. He didn't even pump my gas. All right.
As he should have been. You telling me just because a man says hi to you, he wants to pump your gas, you literally thought that he was going to pay $60 for you to get gas? We can't be this messed up, y'all. We can't be women. Y'all can't be this entitled. I still remember when y'all went crazy on poor Mr. Charles, a.k.a. Dr. Dex.
So I just came out of Kroger's to buy some groceries for next week. And I've got a question. God's had me in this period of isolation these last few months. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss the memo. So what is it with a lot of, I said a lot of, many of, not all of them, black women in the grocery store, you look them right in the face and you say hello and they act like you didn't say anything. Am I missing something, or is there a memo that I did not hear about?
And think about this. That's all that man said. He said, what is going on? Why am I looking at women and women are not saying hi back? And you telling me that this was a problem? You telling me that y'all had to go to this man's page, this older gentleman, probably sitting on the pulpit. Y'all went over to this man's page and read him for filth. And you wonder why men are not approaching y'all ladies. Look what y'all doing. What y'all doing? Y'all can't do this to this man. Why y'all not saying hi back? I mean, it's called common courtesy. Have y'all forgotten that? Of course you have. Y'all been raised by wolves, a lot of y'all. Look at these comments. Look at these comments. Look, somebody said you are not owed a reaction or response from a stranger. Hope this helps. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, that's crazy to me. Look, somebody said, oh, brother, we breathe. It's an issue. And I'm sorry, man, that y'all even got to be talking like this. Look, the men believe even if they breathe, it's an issue with the women. That's not good, y'all. Why are you treating the men like this? Just because of high. Look, somebody said, talk to other men. This is why, and he had never respond back. He said, I listened. Look, Dr. Dex did not know how to read that room, okay? Because they came for his neck and his feet, okay? Look at this one. Why is it always us? Why can't Black women be left alone? Cry about being left alone. Y'all cry about being left alone. I always tell fellas, look, it ain't harassment if they like you, if they attract to you. Other than that, if they ain't not attract to you, this is what they gonna do. Look at this person. Why are we the only group of women that are obligated to talk to people? What is wrong with y'all? Like, what do you mean? Where is the common courtesy at? Somebody said, because most of the time, that hello gets you into an unwanted conversation. Y'all are moving like some really hurt people. Y'all need some Band-Aids on your heart to be this mean. To be this mean. Y'all need a Band-Aid. Somebody said, y'all scary. You're questioning women, but not questioning the behavior of men towards women. Sir, leave people alone. This man ain't did nothing. All he was saying was, and he probably was talking about when he was in the house, when we all was locked up in the house. That's all he probably was talking about. He's saying he had a moment of isolation. He want to know what's different. What has came over us to where y'all can't even say hi? Is that a problem? Why is it a problem? Y'all that entitled? But somebody said, leave those ladies alone. See? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to leave y'all to yourself. They're going to leave yourself to yourself. And look, she said, leave us alone. We just want groceries. Dr. Dex don't know how to read the room. He answering back, poor man. He says, so hello means I want to sleep with you? I bet they ate him up in that 255 replies. Somebody said a hello turns into, you got $5.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people
He
around.
said, damn. Y'all are ruthless out here. He says, we don't have to speak to anyone. Wow. Her name is Coupon Genius. We don't have to speak to anyone. Why are y'all that angry? And look how many people answered back and liked it. You almost had 8,000 people like this, that we don't have to speak to anybody. And how you wonder how their kids going to end up. How kids going to end up. Sound like y'all don't like men. Sound like y'all are in a real hate man type of situation. And I feel sorry for your sons. If they got sons, I feel sorry for them. He had the nerve to say, even when I speak to you, that's crazy. He don't know how to read the room. He still ain't reading the room. Somebody says, never just a hello. Dr. Dex said, really? Strangers? Somebody says, strangers don't owe other strangers a conversation. I hope this helps. No conversation is mentioned. He didn't say he wanted the conversation. He just said, why are y'all not saying hello back? He asked me for nothing. Courtesy is free. Being a decent human being. I mean, this is wild to me. Fellas, you meet women like this? You bring up topics like this and a woman is sitting there telling you women don't gotta say hi. Lace up. That is not the woman for you. Laughing out loud. We don't have to speak. This is all the comments that they left on this man's page. Somebody said, do you go to the grocery store and shop for attention or groceries? Almost 4,000 likes. Even we don't have to speak, almost 3,000 likes. Like, this is wild to me. These are people's kids that then grew up into these so horrible people. How is saying hello a crime for attention? Did your parents teach you to speak to people? How to be polite? He's still not knowing. Look, you cannot resolve different things. You can't negotiate things with terrorists. Look, it don't work out like that. If they evil, they mean, that's just how they are. That's just how they are. They don't care. They do not care. They gonna be like this. Hey, a cat gonna be a cat. A dog is gonna be a dog. I always say this. If they want to be mean and miserable and they wondering why people don't come to them, why would they? Let them stay in their own little shoebox. Because they're gonna regret that. Just pushing everybody away from them. It's like they don't have any manners or morals or common decency or common sense. Let me know about this in the comments. Is this what y'all facing? Is this what's going on? How do y'all feel about this? I'm curious. We got to do better. Real talk.